1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Mudblood podcast. How are you, Patrick?
I'm alright.
You alright? Are you alright? You sounded very sad there.
I'm just in bad form.
Are you? Why are you in bad form?
I hate mechanics.
What, are they not drug dealers?
They're fucking dirty bastards.
What have they done?
It's what they haven't done.
Is that fix your car?
Yeah. So no matter who you send the mechanic to, it's just like something or 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 something. And now I've used that many mechanics. It's just like one's finding the other stuff and that stuff, and he's blaming that stuff and this stuff and him and him and him and him, and I'm lost in track, and I'm just gonna fucking just go mad one night and just go out and fucking kill like 10 mechanics in one night.
What car is it? Is it your wee Jeep? Or your wee...
The Jeep, yeah.
Yeah.
The big Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happened to it?
Mate, it's like a new Jeep.
Just
There's that many
something.
new parts in that Jeep. It's like you're in your 60s and you have a few quid and you start doing your wife up. Even though she's old as fuck, you can see her some new parts on her, but
Get her in the engine, eh?
you can still see the scrapes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you can do that up as much as you want, mate. It's still an old piece of fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? But I'm also selling it, so I didn't want to give it to somebody.
That's a great sales pitch there. It's fucked. Who wants it?
No, it's not fucked, right? But it's just whenever you leave it in with somebody or something else and something else and something else, and it's genuinely had all the newest parts that you can get.
Yeah.
And I'm getting rid of it, and I'm probably not going to get all that money back, but it's also just getting it fucking fixed and getting them to fix it. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I've had to just go and get another car.
Serious?
Yeah. So it was just like, I just went and bought another car. I just got that fucked off with it.
Yeah. That's why I love the DLA cars. You just leave them in. You're like, fix that.
Dickhead.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant to give you a wee car and all while you're waiting on
A
yours getting
scooter?
fixed.
Have you ever been given a scooter?
No, they'll give you a car better than your actual car. A scooter? Do you mean like a wee, like, push along the ground?
No,
Or like
I'm
a wee
joking. Like we're, most times if I've fucking been given a courtesy car or something like that, and I've always drove something big or nice,
Yeah.
you normally tend to get a piece of shit or
Yeah.
fucking. I've never. They must look at me and go, he will handbrake that. Give him the piece of shit out the back. And it always takes them like 20 minutes to go and give something a quick vacuum, and then they come around with this thing that has 3 wheels and is a piece of shite.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you joking? And they're like, that's all we have. You don't take that, and then you'll have to get a taxi. And you're like, fuck.
I love it. They'll always give me, like, a newer model than the car I have. Like, I actually don't want to give the courtesy car
No,
back
I get
ever.
that.
Because it's way nicer than
I
the car
buy
I'm
my
driving.
cars off my mate now, and even he won't give me anything. He'll find ways of going, here, do me a favour, drop that car down to somebody and I'll drop another car down to you tonight. And he never turns up at night with
So
the
you're
car.
just fucked with
and
no
you're
car.
like, what's happening? He's like, oh, fuck, mate. It must have... He had a 5-litre Jag the other day, a 2-seater one, and I was like, can I take that? And I ended up not even getting a car to leave the show. It's just like, no. It's just like, no, it's not happening.
That's a fucking nightmare. But before we started the show, we have to give a shout out to our favourite people in the world.
But never mind about me and the mechanics. If you're a hurry hope down there, if your balls look like they're denying the river and the ra,
Yeah.
if your down below region is itching the fuck clean out of you because it looks like Captain Caveman,
I was just about to say that.
get yourself on the Manscaped, the more 4.0. Get it down there, get her clipped, get her clean, get her sheen, get her shined, get her done. And not only do they give you that, they give you ball toner, which
Yeah.
is for the wee hairs that you can't get at, the wee ingrown motherfuckers, it's black.
Yeah.
Get them, turn them white to the more superior colour.
And they also help with the cleanliness of everything because they give you a wee ball deodorant.
Ball deodorant.
So you smell fresh.
And
Give your wife some courtesy balls.
And your girl will have a taste in her mouth,
Yeah. It's a
which
love.
won't be cheese.
And not only are you getting all that, because we're so nice, we're going to help you get it for cheaper with the code MUDBLOOD20.
Mudblood 20, stick it on there, get the thing done, get it in, get them clipped, get them done. And then go down and pull them out to your mechanic and go, look at them for nice clean balls, you bastard.
Yeah. Don't get your balls out to your mechanic.
No,
but do go to Mudblood.
Do
Go to
get them out.
Manscaped Mudblood 20 for freshly shaven balls.
Your balls would be as nice as William last night in the apprentice suit.
Yeah. Looking like I'm on the cover of the Sunday World for dog fighting.
You weren't even wearing that type of suit. It was like a dark navy suit with a red tie. Yeah. You look like a wee lad from school going for work experience in Burton's and overdressed for the day.
I look like I was coming back from a christening of a child I'm not allowed to see. Like, I look so defeated.
You look like a Protestant going to a Catholic christening. That's what you look like.
I put up that photo, just the way joke.
You were like a living fucking Union Jack.
Yeah.
You were red, white and blue. Yeah, I mean, if you had to lay down your side, the shankle, you'd have been a curb.
You were gate crouching a fucking formal.
Yeah.
You never heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like that guy. Yeah.
I was a 22-year-old at a
You
16-year-old's
didn't even
formal.
look like a formal. You looked like you were going to a prom. You looked like a yank.
I put up the photo, just joking, being like, I put in quotation marks as the caption, I will fight for my son in this court, no one will stop me. And the amount of people going like, mate, didn't even know you had a son.
You should get you in a Batman outfit and not get you on the roof of the City Hall.
Spastics for justice.
I want him at Christmas!
He's my wee lad too.
Boxing Day's not Christmas Day, you fuckers!
I felt so bad because the amount of guys being like, I listened to your podcast and I didn't know you were going through this as well. I'm so inspired. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't have a kid. I pull out. I'm not Patty. I don't have a kid.
I pulled out.
Yeah, I do pull out. I don't even come. So I'm not scared of having kids.
What?
No, I don't finish inside them ever or even near it. I'll go finish myself off after. I'm not afraid of having kids.
Right, that's me. I'm way down the toilet here.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? If
Really?
I've no dom on me, that's what I'll do. I don't even pull out. I just don't even come close to coming.
Fear really got a wee bit detailed here.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so you know. Just so you know.
I don't need to know.
Look at me in the eyes, just so you know.
No, I really don't need to know. Would you like me to start telling you about my sex life?
Yeah.
No.
Open up to me, Paddy. He did a
Are
wee
you
fart
talking
there
about-
as he leaned
No,
forward.
it didn't. That was the seat. Here?
He's like, do you want me to tell you about my sex life?
No, listen. Does that sound
Is
like
that your
next
sex
door?
life?
Your
Yeah.
mummy and daddy's room?
Well, no, it doesn't. No noise comes from that, but...
Your granny grandma's
Honestly, if I heard my granny and granda bucket at their age, I'd be like, good for them.
Would you record it?
No, because that's... that's... Not only is that a strange thing to do, that's a strange thing to ask. What the fuck? Why is that your go-to? Yeah, would you watch them? No, like,
No,
film
but
it?
you were like, if I heard him, you'd be like, yeah.
My granny's not Kim K. I don't think that would
What
fucking
age
look
is she?
nice. Like 81.
Do you think people still bucket anyone?
The weird thing, I can't remember where I saw this statistic. The people that do the most fucking are 18 to 30 and 65 to 80.
Right.
Like, STDs in care homes are fucking wild.
Do you know in care homes, like, do you know how they distinguish who they're going to go with? No way, like, traditionally at a swingers party, they put the keys in the bowl.
Yeah. Let's put the teeth in the bowl.
False teeth. I'm not even joking.
Are you not joking?
No, that's legit.
Praying you don't get the cunt that smokes a pipe. I want to know where'd you find that out?
Oh, I didn't find out.
You came out with three pairs of teeth.
Some people in fucking care homes have more teeth than me anyway, for fuck's sake. It's that laws. It wasn't until I seen myself on TV that I realised you can really notice I have no teeth at the side now.
I've never noticed that. Let me see.
They're every shit.
I did not notice that. I need to go because I've got a wisdom tooth come down and starting to scrape my gum. It hurts
Maybe
like
I'll get
shit.
smart then.
Yeah. Welcome to the dentist star with Mudblood.
The
Fuck's sake, I
dentist
just
star.
went in the teeth. But yeah, I was in the Empire last night. First time since it opened. First headline spot.
Well,
I don't feel I did great,
everybody
but it was
says
fun.
you did.
It was fun.
Everybody said you did.
Really? Who'd you hear from?
Well, loads of people I
My
heard
daddy.
from. I heard from your granny and grand. They were down recording it.
They were bucking up the balcony.
But they're swinger friends from the home.
Do you know any swingers?
Let me see. Do I know any swingers?
I thought you were about to get your phone book up. Let me see here.
Do I'll tell you why I'm thinking this out, right? Because there's a guy I know that goes with couples, but technically he's never really with somebody.
He's just like a really enthusiastic third wheel.
He's just like a smelly bastard, yeah. And he's always like Now he tells you these stories.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
I'd be more inclined to believe it if he was hot.
Somebody
Or a
put me
good-looking
on
dude.
a swingers website before.
Was it you?
No. I was on the Swingers website and I was registered as being in Derry on Plenty of Fish.
And did you get any phone calls being like...
I knew it wasn't they had changed they hacked my email address, but then changed it. So even when I went to the company that had me up, they couldn't change it because they couldn't verify me because it was a different email address. So it took me like 2 months to get off it, and it was a company in California or something that owned this fucking website. But it took like 2 months to get me off it. But I had to send them like my passport and fucking all credentials, and the guy came back and was like, right,
Photos
okay.
of your dick, bank details.
Well, I think whoever that was using it on the Swinger site, there's no photographs, there's no...
Right.
So the man who used this photograph, they had the photograph and it wasn't me.
Yeah. I feel if I was on a swinging website, I'd want to see some photos.
I don't know what way it works, but he just said to me, there's no photos on here, but you have to put a photo in for us to authorise you in.
Right.
So when they went into him, then it wasn't the same person. But it took like 2 months of all that to fucking come off of it.
Right, I see. So this smelly bastard who tells you that he bucks couples, what's a story he gives you?
Oh, he just tells you that he fucking randomly goes and meets these different people. I actually do know us. Do you know what? I'm not going into it.
It must be gross if you're not sharing the story.
I told him one time I don't want to know no more. Mm-hmm. But he meets couples and he goes for sex with couples. Like. Oh, it's just... He's a smelly bastard too.
Yeah.
Doesn't watch us, so we're alright.
Oh, are we okay then?
Yeah.
That's alright.
Talk about it. Like, I know he doesn't watch us. He wouldn't watch anything like this. But I worked with him before.
Where did you work with him?
In a bar.
In a bar? Mm-hmm. I really want to know more, but you can't tell. That's so weird to me. Like, I would understand it more if it was two couples into it. One dude who's just like, can I fuck your wife with you?
There was a black guy worked on the door with us, and he would go home with couples, like. So, yeah. And he was doing quite well.
And would he pursue it, or would they come up to him?
Yeah, it happened one night. I was doing the door in the town, and a fella came up to him and approached him, and he laughed, and I says, well, and he didn't tell me what happened, and then I wasn't working with him for a week, and then I was back with him like 2 or 3 weeks later, and he says, do you remember your man? And I was like, yes. And he says, he was saying to me that him and his wife weren't swingers, but his wife always wanted to be with a black man. And would I go back with him? And he was like, no, fucking, he was saying no to your man. And then your man came back and was like, please. And he was like, no, it'd just be weird. And then what if something happens and all this here? And your mom was like, no, it's not happening all this here. And then he brought his wife out. So they were constantly in the smoking area talking to him. But he says he went back and...
Fuck the wife.
Fuck the fella. No. No, he went back and fucked her, like. And it was just fucking crazy, like.
And the husband... I wouldn't have the self-esteem to be in a room with a big black dick. I'd be like, I'm just going to keep my boxers on, thank you.
I don't know.
Don't know. I dare say he's packing.
What if she was like fantasizing about being with this black fella? Like, she picks out your man, he comes back and he's got a wee fucking weenus.
Weenus? A wee weenus?
Maybe it wasn't as Wilbert was after. Maybe it's just a dark skin.
Never, wouldn't happen the other way around. A woman with a big black husband come over and being to me, being like, listen, she's always wanted to fuck a wee chubby fat prod.
Yeah,
come back to ours and disappoint her.
Know what it is? We seen you in your suit the other night. Reminded us of Paddington in the fucking station. Can we take you home?
Paddington in the station.
You did. You were dressed like Paddington Bear. Can we get a photograph up of you in the suit?
Me and I'll send it to you.
Or Sean going, fuck's it.
More work.
You did look like that, though.
That's adorable, though. I like that.
No, you were like a wee. You look like a fucking teddy bear you would win in the grab machine at fucking Thunderland. That's what you look like.
I just look like a child in court. Like, I don't look good in grown-up clothes.
You're still that young. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's also I've started wearing a wee turtleneck to gigs as well because I wore one the night out.
Turtleneck, all because the lady loved milk tray. Kid.
No, what's that?
You don't even know that.
No.
Like the box of chocolates milk tray used to have an advertisement, and it was just this cunt dressed in black polar neck used to come in the window, and you never seen what he looked like. And he came in and he would leave a box of chocolates, and then it was a photograph of him. It was just a black photograph. And genuinely hard Jerry Adams hasn't come out as I was the man who was a milk tray, like, because it's fucking hilarious because you never got to see the milk tray man.
Yeah.
So you didn't know who he was.
That's fucking terrifying. Some cunt
Used
just
to come
showing
in and
up.
leave chocolates in your room with a wee photograph of him. Maybe it was the black guy. He looked like
Yeah, I'll give you a milk tray if I can fuck your wife.
I am doing the door in Belfast on Sunday. I can take you back to your house and I can fuck you.
So is it Robert Mugabe now?
Mugabe, he actually was from Somalia or somewhere like that originally.
Yeah.
And then was
Just on top of the guy's wife, like, look at me.
Was in Spain. And
I am the captain now.
Ended up in fucking Ireland. Like. And that randomly would happen on the tour. Like, I remember working with a guy that looked like Elvis, a fat Elvis, by the way. And he was from Salou in Spain. And
a big fat Spanish Elvis.
I used to give him the microphone and go and get him to stand down on the door. And we would have been up the stairs. He used to be like, "Hey, you gotta come down to the door, man! In trouble, man!" We had all been laughing. If somebody down the door be like, "Right, everybody down the front door, the fuck." He was, "Hey, what the hell? Get down, quick, quick." He also laughed like fuck.
That would have been great, just the wee fucking Spanish Elvis. I'm trying to throw you out.
Goddamn, man.
I love how that started from me talking about my Empire gig. We just went straight into Swingers.
Into Swingers.
Yeah, but it was you. When are you next on? Next week?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. I don't know who I'm on yet with.
I was gonna say I'll come down, but I'll be in Leicester.
Oh, you at the Leicester Comedy Festival?
I am indeed.
How long are you away for?
2 days. I'm doing that.
Are you doing a compilation show? Or
I'm doing Best of Irish.
Right.
And then I'm doing
Where's that in Leicester?
Fuck, I can't remember what the bar is called. Kayak or Kayak or
And
something
who
like
else is on? Anyone?
I haven't seen it yet. I just know I'm on the lineup. I just got a wee message being like, yeah, they'll have you on.
How does East Belfast feel about you doing the Best of Irish show?
This is them finding out. The Best of Northern Irish show is me and Dave Elliott, Neil Dugan.
That's proud of me. Shane Todd.
Yeah, he's from Hollywood, isn't he?
Yeah.
I always feel like, yeah, he is from that background. I don't know. He never strikes me as that, even though that's what he's the posh broad, is what he would be.
Which is very close to a Catholic.
The time and is that close to a we're the classy ones. We're classy, aren't we? May as well be pecking your arse while talking to me right now. No, I mean, there's the posh Catholics.
Who are the Protestant comedians?
Me, Dave Elliott.
Dave Elliott is a mudblood.
Yeah, but he's more inclined to my persuasion. Do you know what I mean?
What I mean is,
he is a mudblood, but he was raised prod.
Right.
Do you
so
know
he goes to bonfires and parades.
He would have done, yeah.
Right. So
which is the same as me. I'm mudblood,
and
but I'm more Protestant inclined.
Yes, and then Neil Duggan was just a prod.
Yeah, Craigie Estate.
Who else have we got?
I really think that's it. Like, it would shock people. Like, it's only like Catholics. Or
that's freaky as fuck. My phone randomly starts showing me what we're talking about on the screen.
Have you got Siri up? Have you signed up for Swingers websites on your phone?
Like, genuinely, it done it the other day.
You need to change that lock pattern, by the way, because people have noticed it.
Who the fuck's going to steal my phone?
Someone who wants to fuck people with your identity.
Genuinely, who's going to steal my phone?
I thought you're saying like stealing your phone's a big thing. Like,
is your character female?
No, that's just a random app. What the fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying. What is this?
What game have you been playing?
I don't play games, so. What the fuck?
That's what you say on the door as well. I have no idea what that is.
What is this?
I feel like I'm explaining the internet to my dad.
It's fucking. It done it the other day, and the person I was show me Brickley in London on a map. I never said that. Navigate to Hyde Park. I never said that. What the fuck?
That's a tutorial, mate, showing you how to use.
Yes, but what is this coming up? Like, it was doing it the other day, and somebody I was with was like, "Are you recording us?" And I was like, no.
That's a demonstration of how to use Siri on your phone.
Right.
That's what that is. So that's why it's saying, "Show me Brickley in London on the map." That's just one thing you can't say. You could say, "Show me Devis Towers on the map." I think Google Map would say no.
Right, okay. It's freaking me out. It's a new phone I still
it's
don't
technology,
know.
Mate,
New
scary.
phone that I've had for fucking 6 months and I still don't know how to work it.
It doesn't surprise me though. I love showing you how to use technology. It's great. Yeah. Like, I forget you are not of my generation. So showing you how to do some things, it blows your fucking mind. Mm-hmm. It's like earlier I came down, my nanny's like, we just bought this new TV. It's broke. TV's broke. They just hadn't pressed the on button on Sky.
On standby.
Yeah. I was like, you fucking stupid bitch. So what about yourself, other than fighting with mechanics? How was your week?
I was in Glasgow.
That's right. What were you over for? You didn't stand?
No, I was over being sectarian. I was over supporting Celtic.
There's me being like, how's the career? No, he's just scum.
Just over watching the most famous football team in the world.
Yeah. Oh, we're Barcelona over in Celtic.
Win on Saturday, and Rangers drew. Yeah. We're in the hotel, and there's a Rangers guy sitting in front of us, and he was watching it, and the guy had turned the sound down, and he's watching the thing, and he didn't realise behind us there was like gradually building a crowd of Celtic men, and Rangers went 2-1 down, and we literally fucking went, ah! And he just turned around and went, oh fuck.
Saying them.
Like 3 people behind him, and then there was a crowd of like 60 just waiting to go to a match, and he was just like, oh.
He was like, oh, you very good ball, mate. Well done.
My life has changed completely. I was in bed for 11:15 in Glasgow on a Saturday night.
After a Celtic game.
After they won.
You're an old man.
I'm really old. I was offered to go to a party and a rave, and none of the two of them happened.
Really? Like you didn't go, or they just didn't happen?
It just didn't happen.
Would you have went? I would have loved to be, because I know how I know you would have been at a rave. I'd have been getting sent videos of you pop off with fucking glow sticks.
SW5 or SW10 or something like that it's called in Glasgow. It's a big event.
Yeah.
And one of the guys from Shane was there. He was at the game, at the match, and he was staying in our hotel. Anto.
Oh yes, I do know Anto.
So Anto was there, and
a
DJ who was Rangers and supports Celtic now, which I've never.
I'm not happy with that. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him. I'm like, seriously, lads.
Yeah.
But they were there. I'm not farting by the way.
It really sounds like you're just fucking poofing.
You know me, I just lift a leg and
you
let
do,
it fly.
yeah.
But so they says that there was a Limerick DJ playing in that big place, and we'll go raving. And they went to their room and fucking fell asleep because I'd booked us all until the executive suite in the hotel, so it was free drink from 6 to 9.
Listen to you, big balls.
And it's 20 quid.
Where's executive suites? 20 quid.
£20 in the hotel. So say.
Do you want VIP? It's $3.50 in.
Say you book a room at 100 quid.
Aye.
A junior suite in the executive lounge is 140.
Right.
2 of you stay in the room.
Fair enough.
It's 20 quid each. You get a card and you walk in. I'm from West Belfast. That doesn't mean it just gains me entry. It means I gain entry for everybody I know that turn up, and we fucking drank the place dry. So either they were too drunk or they were things. So mate, I was like, there's a stag do over. We're going to have a party in one of our rooms. And the stag do party was fucking sleeping by 9 o'clock. And then the 2 boys, your man from Shane, he went, I'm going to get changed and then we'll go. And I was like, right. He says, now we'll be backstage. I was like, that's dead on. It's just something to do. You'll go and have a few drinks and listen to the DJ. If you don't like it, I'll go back to the hotel. He never came back.
Right.
He fell asleep in the room. So I was in bed watching Thor at fucking 11:15 on a Saturday night in Glasgow. And I'm like, with my mate snoring beside me. Literally went, I'm going to sleep now. And I went, right, that's dead on. I just watched this film. I'll put it down a wee bit so I'm not disturbing you. And he went, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he woke up at 5 in the morning and went, you really snore badly. And I was like, really?
Did I?
Can I show you the recordings that I've put all over the internet, you country?
I often find that after gigs, people are like, do you not go out and have mad parties? You're like, you're normally in bed with the McDonald's watching Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's how most nights
You normally go home and sit and fucking dwell on what happened and think about it, and then watch something really fucking boring to try and go to sleep. But your mind's racing, so you can't.
Yeah.
I don't think people get that, but that's what happens.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just go for like an hour walk after the gig round places. Just because I'm too...
Do you have a wee Zimmer frame?
A wee Zimmer frame? No, because I'm not 90 years old getting
I
fucked
know,
in
but
a
I've
nursing
seen
home.
you when you get tired.
That's it, but that will tire me out doing that, know what I mean?
Have you ever went walking and you're just that fucked that you can't get back and you've had to ring somebody come and get you?
No one ever comes and get... I'll bear the pain and come back and then not move for like a day after. See, after when I would walk in the...
Just picture William lying in bed with a wee suit on like this. I'm not moving.
Literally.
I'm not moving.
Literally, like...
Phone the DLA, let them come now. Is that what you do? Like, see, when you know you have an appointment coming up, would you go for a fucking proper fucking workout or a good dander so when they come that you look...
well, that wouldn't be looking fucked. That would just be accurately what my disability is. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're fucking saying because you're panicking.
No, that is what my disability would be. It's only when I'm tired. So yeah, tire himself out a bit.
Somebody asked me the other day, why are we not in the top 100 of podcasts?
Because we're very Belfast, Glasgow centric.
Yeah.
Probably top 100 of Belfast and Glasgow.
I don't even think we're top 100 at, are we? I don't know.
Of Belfast? Of Belfast would be
Does
top.
anybody know?
I've no idea. Belfast, from what I can see, we'd be top 5 easily.
I know in the Andy Town News we made the top 10 podcast. Like.
Oh, did we? Did we? Very
yeah.
good. But I didn't even know we were in the Only Town News.
There you go.
It's like when I did an interview for the Sunday World and forgot about it.
Didn't tell me.
Didn't tell anyone. Someone showed me, it's like, you're in the paper. I was like, I forgot to get that.
Yeah.
So I don't even
I
have
used to
it.
be on it quite a bit.
I was the first one I was the first one in my family that could show their face in that paper. They've all been in it.
Run around trying to buy all the copies of it before anybody fucking gets it.
I told you one time I was with my mates, right? And I was just in the
dad?
shop. Yeah. I was just, I won't say what he was doing, but someone was like, isn't that your dad?
Can you tell me off screen?
I will tell you off screen.
Right, okay.
My dad's on the cover of the fucking Sunday
On the
World.
cover?
Cover
Bastard.
of the Sunday.
He's doing better than us.
I was like,
What the fuck did he want his podcast for? Alright, have this cunt that wears a suit, son.
it's hard to kill take. But I just saw it, and I was with a girl and my mates. I was like, oh my fucking god, like.
Was she all over you after?
No.
Was she
Do you know
all
what I mean?
over?
Like,
Oh my god.
because you know, if
your dad's a gangster, were you?
if you like you having
Did you feel like Tony Soprano's son?
felt like Johnny Adair's son.
Fucked up to say that. You have to take that back. His son's dead, isn't he?
Well, I didn't know that. We'll change it. I felt like Sammy Skeleton. No, he's gay.
Don't his son's dead. Stop fucking quoting loyalist people that their sons are dead.
I don't know who's alive and who's not. But like, it was like, to meet me, you wouldn't know I'm from that, like, kind of like family. A wee bit. No, I mean, you wouldn't think I'm related to anyone that's a bit
I
mental.
knew you were from a family like that when I met you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hi.
I just knew. Do you think if I thought you were from middle class or upper class that I would have got friendly with you and done a Mudblood? That's to say, I wasn't running down the road looking for a wee posh prod to fucking have a podcast with.
Aye.
So you're not.
See, I assume.
You're not that well to do, kid.
No, I'm not well to do, but I think like, people think. Because I remember Woodsy saying to me, he was like, oh, like, where me and Pat are from? Like, we're from rougher than you. And I'm like, Woodsy, I'm from a fucking shithole. Like,
That's Woodsy fucking. We are Catholics from Strabane.
do you know what I mean?
We don't have nothing.
But he said in the middle of the podcast, I was like, Woodsy, where do you think I'm from? Like, I'm from.
That's like the moment Jack Boxer says to Card Frampton, you were born with a silver spoon. And he's like, man, I'm from Taggart's Bay. Fuck's sake.
I'm like, I live in the Craigie and then moved to Tully Carnot. Like, it's not fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like,
I done Card Frampton's dinner the other night.
how did that go?
Well, it wasn't a dinner actually. It was just an appreciation night for his retirement. It was fucking brilliant. But
Was it Gaza vibes or not from Frampton, from the event?
the audience was really mixed.
Yeah.
And it was what I was saying. Like, I obviously done jokes and was funny. The very last joke I do is, I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I was working in London, the Frampton fight was on. He was fighting Scott Quigg, and I wanted to see it. We didn't have TV in the house. I don't even think we had a TV because you basically just went home, slept, and went to work. So the house did have fuck all. So I wanted to watch a fight. It was a Saturday, and I sent Andrew a message because I normally didn't go out drinking and stuff. And I said, listen, I'm going to go out and watch this fight tonight. She was like, that's dead on to me. So I'm not working tomorrow, but I'm not coming home. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't home for the weekend. I didn't want her to go, fuck, you went out for the night and didn't go to work on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Why didn't you come home for the weekend? So I phoned her up and told her, and she was like, go for it. Fucking, you're working like fuck over there.
Yeah.
And I met a couple of the lads from Newry and stuff, and they says, we'll be in Stratford, where you actually go in on the train to the underside of the West Ham Stadium, which is the Olympic Stadium.
Yes.
And I came out of there and went over, and it's an Irish bar, and it's called like fucking King fucking George's, like, but it's an Irish bar. I know. He kept the name of the bar, but it's a guy from Limerick, and he's fucking permed hair, and I went in, and it was just all fucking GAA, hurling and fucking Gaelic on.
Yeah.
And I was like, what time's the fight on? He put it on. He was like, don't show fighting in here. And I was like, what? And he was like, I don't show fighting in here. You show fighting in here. It's an Irish bar. Everybody just starts fighting. And I was like, you fucking winding me up.
No, you don't.
I was like, fuck's sake. I said to the lads, he's not showing the fight. And they were like, this is where we drank. We're not moving. And I was like, I got 2 trains to come here and meet you to sit and watch a fight in a bar with somebody. And you aren't even watching. I'm going to watch the Frampton fight. I fucking follow him. I'm a fan, like. So I walked just fucking everywhere trying to find a bar. And I found one, and they put the screen away because the disco was starting. It was a Saturday night. And I was like, for fuck's sake. So next month, this guy says to me, if you want to watch the fight, if you go down there, take a left, down into a wee alleyway. It doesn't even look like it's a bar. It doesn't have front windows. But they'll see a green door. Bang on the door and somebody opens it. It's a fucking working man sort of club. And I was like,
right, yeah.
So I goes down, fucking bang on this, and they open the door. I just walked in. Walked up to the bar, and fucking barman was standing there, not even doing that much. There was one fella with a skinhead there, and then it was just like a hall. But they had the fight on, and it was the preliminaries. It wasn't the fucking main event.
Yeah.
And just all wee circular tables, but look, a bit rough.
Yeah.
And I was standing there, and I just gives a pint of Heineken. Your man just looked at the other one, the barman, and he just looked away from me, and I was like, gives a pint of Heineken. He wasn't doing fuck all. And I says, I'm not getting a fucking pint. He said something to your man. Your man said something back. Next minute he came over and put a fucking pint down. He says, take that, drink it, and get the fuck out. And I didn't pay him or fucking nothing. It was just like here. So I turned around, there was one table in front of the screen that didn't have people at it. And I went up and sat at it. I know you can feel everybody looking at you, and I was sitting there going, what the fuck, like, this is fucking strange, like. So I sat there, and I was, every time I wanted to sort of move, there was somebody looking over or giving me dirty looks from our table. So I just sat and watched the fight, literally didn't go back near the bar. And then this fucking big baldy cunt come over, and he was like, here, there's a fucking pint of Heineken, you some ball sitting at my fucking table. Like, drink that and get the fuck out. And I was like, what the fuck am I in? So
Yeah.
Frampton fought and won, and I stood up and clapped, and no one else in the hall clapped. And the lights went on, and there was Combat 18 flags everywhere, and fucking National Front flags. It was a National Front fucking club. And I went, holy fucking out. And I left, and see when I was coming up the street, them boys were coming down, and some of the bouncers and other bars went, were we really in there? And I was like, yeah, what happened to me? They're a lovely bunch. They give me 2 free pints and fucking everything. So I told this story, alright, and everybody went quiet in the hall, and I was like, fuck. And then I says, and that's why everybody in the club over in England, in the National Front Club, thought I was Conor Burns. Because that's the only explanation that I can give, that they thought he's not right, that fella. Because I came in and went, can I get a fucking pin? Like a fucking Irish guy walking in, clapping an Irish fighter in a fucking National Front bar, and the guy was fighting an Englishman. Like, it was just like, is this cunt for real? And somebody's went, I don't think he's right in the head.
At what point do you not go to yourself, I should leave?
Only when the lights went on at the end,
And all the fucking...
and I seen the flags and went, right, now we're getting to the reason.
Whereas if you had been with
We're
me...
the Chelsea top.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, no, if it had been me, they definitely would have fucking give us more free pints.
Exactly. I'd be like William Thompson. They're like, oh, good English name.
They would have seen you as Irish. This is the thing.
I know. It's
A fucking strange thing. 'cause
have you
it's
seen
not
my
even-
stand-up, Paddy? I'm not nice to the English.
No.
People go to gigs expecting you to be like the anti, like the one who slags the English more. It's fucking me.
Oh, fuck. So I told that story to everybody was in stitches. And then I called Frampton out.
Oh, like...
So when the question and answers came around, I stood up and I says, Paddy McDonald, obviously everybody seen me there earlier on, but Carl, I want to ask you a question, because on our show, Conor Burns called you out and says he's fighting you. Firstly, is there any truth in it? And secondly, can I fight the winner? And Carl Frampton says, listen, see all that there? And like, it was all a joke at the start, but then he got hot and heavy, and it was like slobbering about my wife and all, and I was like, what the fuck's this guy at? And he says, and Paddy Barnes was just going, just fucking hit him, Carl, just fight him and knock his bollies in. And he's like, you can't fight somebody with special needs. And I says, did you not fight him in amateurs, Paddy Barnes? Didn't see Paddy off that. I think he's fell out with me.
There's no way he didn't find that funny.
Oh no, he probably did laugh.
That's fucking amazing.
But I says, Carl, I'll fight you in the SSE and we'll fucking ticket it and do it all. But I never heard nothing back. But somebody did accept my challenge this week. We have a fight.
Who are you
we
fighting?
have a fight.
Who are you fighting?
John Connors. He sent me a message saying, can you give me your address? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he says, I'm accepting your challenge, I want to fight you. And I was like, oh, I was sort of like thinking in a ring in Charlie. And he was like, just where do you live? And I was like, okay then.
Who is he? I don't know who he is.
The actor of Love Hate.
Oh, right.
Cardboard Gangsters.
Right. I thought it was like some gypsy gangster.
He is a gypsy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that, John, mate.
I think the term they use is traveller, mate.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
I do. Please don't hurt me.
So, here's the moment where he was like, right, I'm having some of that. You see. So, let me see, where did Miguel have that up? Aye, so, see all the comments, right? So, Eamon asked John, will he fight me for charity? 5 replies.
Right.
Brilliant.
Oh, you got the top.
Let's see.
Would retire you in 5 seconds.
And I says, and look at John, I accept your challenge, right? Brilliant. That's the plan. Good luck on your tour later. Blah, blah, blah. John Connor's actor, send me your address, buddy.
It does just look like you're trying to fight people on the street.
It does.
That's fucking.
I've opened up an old wound with the travelling
community. Yeah.
Ah, Jesus, the fucking Paddy's back again. Fucking. Hell.
I feel bad for you. I can't back you up. Like I'm no help. Do you know what I mean?
It's going to be like a wee cockfight. I'm just going to throw you in the middle there.
Yeah.
Throw in your best fighter.
Just me.
Throw in your best fighter. I just throw William in.
I just do no brass knocks on
Why
the gloves.
Why did he throw a wee small T-Rex into the middle of the ring?
I've been trying to do takedowns and shit. That's all I... Because my wee arms, I can't really swing. That's all I really do in a fight, is just hold something.
Do you know, can I tell you something? We really need to do an instruction manual for Mudblood.
What do you mean?
Because the amount of people that are fucking on to me going, I get that sent to me daily.
It's a wee... You didn't say it's a wee photo of Hasbulla. It's normally by me that sends it.
It's like daily. 20 people.
Me
if I have a shave.
Yeah. I get them sent to me as well, and I'm like, I'm not even him.
Yeah.
Amount of people message me about like, I messaged Paddy there, but tell him, I'm like, see if he didn't reply to you, don't tell me, because he's not going to reply to me either, and I don't want to do it.
Yes,
we need to do a sketch. I don't know what we'll do, but we need to do something with your wee Hezbollah, like.
He's wearing your suit. I just realised that the wee suit he wears is just the suit you were wearing last night to the Empire. So we called out Carl Frampton and John Connors in the same weekend.
And you're definitely going to get the fight with John Connors anyway?
I'm definitely going to get the fight in somebody soon. It looks like definitely somebody soon.
I'd love to see you fight Frampton in the for like charity. I really would.
It'd be great. It would. I would do it.
2 seconds. What time were you on there, Sean?
38.
38. We may get some questions done because we had a load. The first one from Glaswegian Lee. Would you rather have gout or cerebral palsy?
Fuck me. Cerebral palsy.
I'd rather have gout. I'll eat an orange and clear it up.
No, it's not the way it works, man. That's definitely not the way it works.
You're correcting me on how your disability, how the tables have fucking turned.
Yeah. Well, I don't get DLA for gout, so that's why I would
nor should you, because it was cured in the 17th century.
Wasn't cured. It's never been cured.
It's been cured.
Inbreeding has been ongoing since then.
It's one of those diseases. It's like it was so rife on pirate ships. That's why it makes me laugh.
Wasn't that good? That was scurvy, you fucking mad.
I am thinking of scurvy.
Yeah.
But gout it's like a medieval
Scurvy
disease.
was cured but with lime. So that's why they're called lamies. The
Yeah.
English, because they carried limes on the fucking boat.
But like,
And see if this is another one of them Shane Tolan things where people go, bollocks, get it up and Google. It's fucking true. I read into my history. I fucking know what I'm talking about.
Fuck?
I fucking do. I fucking do.
How often a day do you get corrected on things you say?
Very low.
Really?
Yeah, because I knock people's bollocks in and try and make a content.
Just for me then. Please announce the Glasgow show. We will soon. That will be announced.
Come and say what date it is.
We can.
Right.
Do we remember what the date is?
19th.
Is it 19th of March?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Can we tell where it is?
Yeah.
Tickets just aren't out.
They're just not out, but we'll be in the Oranmore in Glasgow.
And the 19th of March.
Yeah. We may...
Are we driving over or are we flying over?
I would fly over. I was planning to stay over, like, but...
Oh, yeah?
We'll see. If whatever.
Is it a Saturday night?
I think it's a Friday night.
Saturday night?
It's a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then it's a weekend.
So we fly in the Saturday morning and then if there's a Celtic match on, we could go to it.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Then we can go to an Orange Museum after if you want.
if it's a Rangers match, I'll go with you.
I wouldn't even fucking go to that. No, I'd go to that.
19th of March. Let's see who's on, and we'll go.
Did you see who Rangers signed over the weekend? Or during the week?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, mate.
Did it been better saying Gordon Ramsay?
He did play for them, I'm pretty sure, for like the juniors.
He had Celtics playing Ross County that day.
With the big one.
Yeah. Do you want to go to Celtic Park with me?
I go. I've never been.
Oh, you
I go
go.
to it. I go to it.
Will
As soon as I'm spotted.
Will you get some steak? Do you know genuinely?
Probably, but I don't give a shit.
Genuinely, nobody will say anything to you.
Yeah.
Like in Celtic Park.
No, I expect that. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
it's more people on Instagram.
So we'll go to the match.
We'll
We'll go to the match. We'll go into the executive, so that you're not worried. Yeah.
give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'll
go
go
into
into the. No, just go into the main bit.
No, we'll go into the executive.
Okay, I want to go into the main stand. I want to feel it.
I want you to live. And
They're not gonna hurt me.
you're going to put you right behind the net, the disabled part.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? You'll get good
In
seats.
one of
won't
them
you?
wee cars. Like genuinely they used to, do you know the wee Robin Reliant cars? They used to be in the ground. Right round the net. Like genuinely you would have seen like fucking somebody taking a shot and some cunt's windscreen getting in.
Jordan, fuck the Glens. Does William have a blue parking badge because of his cerebral palsy or because he supports Glentoran?
Oh. I think the Clans are going to win the league.
Do you?
I do.
I really haven't been following this. I keep getting really Glentoran specific questions. I haven't watched it this year. I'm really behind.
Yeah, no, that genuinely I think they're going to win the league.
Yeah.
I do think that.
Babe, fucking, I haven't won it in like fucking 10, 12 years.
I
Like.
think this year's their year, I do.
Was it
And I'm a
2000?
Glenville man, I'm just being
It
honest.
was 2007, 8 the
I
last
think
time we
Glenville's
won
fucked
it.
it up, and I think Glenfield's going to fuck it up too.
Yeah.
And I know there's loads of Glenfield fans because they all talk to me on this. I'm sorry, lads, it's just what I think. It's not, it just looks that way. It just looks like.
No, you don't decide the league, like, you know what I mean? So.
And I don't support Glentoran, and fucking went over the trials for Glentoran, and somebody shit in my Timberland boot, so if no fucking tie the club.
You did trials for Glentoran?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Did you never try them for Cliftonville or just not get in?
No, I did, yeah.
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 What happened? How come you didn't get in? Good?
Waster, good. Didn't have good then. Just a waster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't-
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
I think inconsistency was my problem with the football.
Yeah.
Good footballer, but just inconsistent.
That's me now.
And bad knees.
Yeah. Welcome my fucking
Or
world.
bodies, one or two.
Bodies. Got my first house. How much for Paddy to stick wood paneling on the wall?
Jesus Christ, innit? It'd be cheaper for me to do wood paneling than it would to go and do a gig, like.
That's how you know you've made it. You'll be like, I'll decorate your house quicker. I'll do a fucking set.
I'm not doing any work at the minute.
No.
Where is the house? Send in a question where the house is and we'll see.
Yeah, and we'll stick it up and we'll send your man to it.
And please
We'll send John Connors to it.
Tell me if you're swingers before we go in there, because I'm not going out dressed as a workman and then something's going to happen. Do you know what
There's
I mean?
teeth in a bowl when you go in.
And then there was a fake taxi for sale. Did you see that? Somebody sent me that 20 times this week.
I did not. Can we get
The
it?
fake taxi was found in a fucking field and it was up for auction, and it was like abandoned taxi and it was fake taxi over it, and in the back was just a pair of knickers. And it was genuinely up for
Do you
auction.
want to go Hoffers on it? Like,
Why don't we just buy a cheap one here and put a sticker on it?
we should do that. I don't know any of these, but what's the best Paddy Irishman, Paddy Englishman, Paddy Scotsman jokes? I don't like jokes, so I don't know any
The
jokes.
one that I always liked, that was my favourite one, was Paddy Englishman, Paddy Scotsman, Paddy Irishman were all going through the jungle, and a cannibal tribe caught them, and they grabbed them and they says, right, you all go out into the forest and pick 100 fruits and bring them back, and you all have an hour to do it. And Paddy Irishman was the first one back, and he had 100 strawberries, and they bent him over and they started stuffing them up his bum. And the more and more they were stuffing up his bum, the more he was laughing his belly off. And the big trade man was raging, and he says, why are you laughing so much? And he says, I just saw Paddy Scotchman fucking clacking coconuts.
I like that.
Or Paddy Irishman, Paddy Scotchman, and Paddy Englishman were all sitting in a bar, and one says, my ma's fat. And Paddy Scotchman says, my ma's fatter. And Paddy Irishman says, my ma's the fattest of them all. So they all says, right, prove it. So Paddy Englishman goes to the house, and cuts off his ma's arm. Comes into the bar and fucks this big fat arm on the table, and Paddy Scotsman goes, "That's nothing." And he comes back with his ma's big fat leg and throws it on the table. And Paddy Irishman goes, "Well, I'm gonna prove it to us both." And he goes down the house and looks at his man. She's like a lamppost. She's this wee old skinny woman, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna win this fucking money." And then he cuts off one of her flaps, walks into the bar, throws it at the table, and goes, "That's my ma's eyebrow." Grim.
I hate when people ask me for jokes.
Tell me a joke.
I don't know any.
Tell me a joke.
I literally
Tell me a
don't
joke.
know.
No, but that's I get told.
I know.
100 times a day. And I'm like, I'm a storyteller. I don't even tell jokes.
Yeah, I don't even. They're like, I don't even have that. They're like,
Yeah.
tell me a story. I'm like, I can tell you a commentary on
This
something.
is actually my favourite, but it's not a Paddy Irishman joke. What do you call two Irish lesbians?
What do you call them?
I lean my leg over and you lick my key.
It's when people I don't like the idea. Like, see when someone's like, anyone can tell that joke. I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? I like them like only I can do these. But yeah, how often you just get tortured with people being like, "Tell me a joke. Tell me."
Quite a bit.
Tell me a wee joke. Or no, it's even better when they're steaming and want to tell you a joke, and you have to sit there smiling.
What's worse, a joke's fine because it takes a minute to tell you. When someone goes, "Here, you need to hear this story," so that you can do it on stage, and then proceed to tell you a story about their granda that couldn't get his fucking lawnmower to work one Sunday, and got his foot stuck in a tin of paint, and you're like,
Yeah. Or sometimes it's really grim.
and they're like in fucking wrinkles, and you're looking at them going, what the fuck? Like,
You know what I hate when someone hits you with like the shittest banter. They'll be like, "Oh, it's a sunny day, isn't it?" They're like, "Oh, better in the rain. Don't be using that on stage." And you're like, "Why would I? Why would I do? I like being paid for
or
my
people,
work, thank you."
people going, "Well, how's it going?" Struggling on. I say it too.
Yeah.
I am fucking terrible for it. Struggling on. I
Yeah.
said to everybody. Struggling on.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at me. I'm not struggling.
Mine is
Either in food or in life, I'm not struggling.
Mine is working away. Sitting on my bed watching Netflix, working away, bro.
I wonder should you just change it when somebody says, "Well, harsh things." Just go fucking desperate.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm suicidal.
And then make them stop. Make them stop in their tracks and just be like, "Fucking no money." Fucking, just hit them with all the hardest, the
The
grimmest
wife
things.
left me. I've got gout.
Cerebral palsy and gout.
Yeah.
I'll support Glentoran.
And Rangers and Celtic.
And my dad was on the front page of fucking Sunday World, and Rangers drew at Ross County on Saturday.
John
Fuck me,
Connors
it's
is
all
going
up.
to kick my fucking. It's all going downhill.
With Carl Frampton. Can you imagine opening the door and the two of them standing there together? One night, that kid.
They hold you down like Burnsy boots you.
Connor Burns in the car. Doing this.
No, he'd do that, but like that's what he wants you to get your
No,
fuck out.
Lives. I'm at dies.
Yeah, he wants your head cut off, so he's going.
He's sitting in the back of a fucking stretch Hummer with fucking Alexander Burke.
Yeah. Don't say that. There's kids in wheelchairs watching this now. Still, I listen to that every day.
I love when he says, "Out to everybody round the world," and then a skilling.
It's New York, Madrid,
Sydney,
5 Mile Town, and you're like, the fuck up?
Budapest. Big shout out to the dictator in Budapest. Big mate of mine. Have you met him? Oh, I've seen him on the internet.
People were doing that, getting him to do shout-outs, but for like fucking murderers and stuff. Being like, shout out to my mate Fred West.
Was he really?
It wasn't exactly Fred West, but he was doing like that caliber of
Was it
people.
your dad?
Yeah, it was my dad's Fred West.
Shout out to Freddy's or Willie's dad.
Well, he does listen to this.
Does he?
He does.
Every month?
I think so.
Is he a subscriber?
I don't know. I don't speak to him.
It's your dad, like.
I know, but I don't speak to him. Glaswegian Lee, this is a good one to end on before we start our Patreon episode.
Yeah. Patreon. Get on there, 200 quid.
Someone messaged us looking for longer episodes. We do an
On
extra one a
Patreon?
week. No,
On this?
on this. Well, sub to the Patreon. It's literally £1. As cheap as you want it to be.
£1 a month.
£1 a month.
£1 a month?
Whereas we kids in Africa want more than that. Fuck them.
Oh,
Give it to
Jesus.
us.
Oh, Jesus.
We kids in Africa in wheelchairs. They want more than that. Fuck them. They're not making you laugh.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So give it the Mudblood.
Some people do laugh at that.
And that's sick, Paddy.
No,
and
I'm just saying.
And I would never. You are one of those.
I'm not.
You so are. Glaswegian Lee, final question. What world record do you think you could beat or do? Mine would be something to eat, like most crisps eaten in an hour. I think I'd have a good go at that.
I don't even know.
No. Most gout collected? I don't know.
Gout? You don't even know what gout is.
I don't. Says the cerebral palsy
I don't
doctor
know.
over here.
I don't know. That's too hard of a question. I don't know.
Mine would definitely. I think someone look up most crisps eaten in an hour, and I'd see what I could do with it. Because I'm not being funny.
Could
I
you
think
eat a
I could have it.
16-inch pizza?
No. 4 family bags of crisps though? Yeah.
4 family bags?
Probably. If I set my
What
mind to
type
it.
of crisps?
Oh, fuck anything. Now, if you're
What is
going.
your favourite crisp?
If you're. See, I like salt and vinegar, pickle onion, but if you're going with that volume of crisp, you know, you can't have. That'll wreck your tongue.
I would take a layer of skin off.
Yeah, but would you be better with like a smoky bacon? Do you know what I mean? There's a tactic to this. I did
Smoky bacon's a real underrated crisp because you wouldn't specifically buy them.
Yeah.
But when the family pack comes in and you pull one out in the dark when you're hiding from everybody eating them at 2 o'clock in the morning in the house, and you don't realise that you've picked out the wrong packet and you eat them, you actually like them.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're a nice crisp.
Yeah.
But I genuinely wouldn't go out to buy one.
Yeah. It's always a roulette, isn't it? Like, see, when you were younger and you were only allowed one bag, you know, you're not really allowed to pick. It's like you're allowed a bag of crisps and you pull out ready salted. Devastating.
You really feel
devastating.
don't you?
Yeah.
Like in Sally Park the other day, somebody bought 3 bags of crisps, 2 steak. It was all McCoy's. It's at Sally Park.
Yeah.
2 steak flame grilled flavour, right?
That's
and
top
1
tier.
fucking ready salted. And I ended up with a ready salted.
Ah,
like, what the
you're the
fuck?
least favourite friend there.
What the fuck, like?
Because that's flame. Like, I don't think there's a bad flavour in McCoy's. Flame grilled steak are fucking excellent.
I really like being like an Indian. I really like Thai sweet chili Walkers.
There are, like, I get why other people like. They're not for me.
No,
But they're nice. Ever had Rancho Rouge?
yes, they're lovely.
They're fucking. They're like bacon flavour.
They're bacon flavour.
They're wonderful. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. Head on over to the Patreon for our episode this week with special guests.
Sold out. The limelight, sold out. Sold
I
out.
thought you meant Patreon. I was like, don't
Sold
say
out.
that because we'll have
Sold
it.
out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
So, thanks for everybody who bought tickets.
Yeah. Keep an eye out because my Limelight show will be announced this week as well.
What one?
I'm doing a wee work in progress in Limelight 2. What?
Like fucking just like
Saying keep an eye out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking get it out there.
I've only, it's not announced yet. I'm just saying keep an eye out.
When do you think it's going to be?
In about a week or 2.
The announcement or the show?
The announcement.
Right.
The show's not till July.
July. It shows in July.
July.
It's like the 12th. It's coming.
Buy tickets.
Is it going to be called?
It's called Barely Noticeable.
Is that what it's called? Barely Noticeable.
Barely
Right?
Noticeable.
Never get the name.
Yeah.
It's in July. It's by William Thompson. The
in Limelight
tickets are
2.
going to be announced in a week.
Yes.
So keep an eye out.
Yeah. And Paddy is sold out his Limelight show.
Yeah.
So like, how's the waterfront doing? Keep that pushing.
Well over half. So
Very good.
We're well on the way. Yes, get tickets for that. The Waterfront in November the 12th. And that's it.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.